5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Holy hell. Hello! Willkommen, bienvenue, konnichiwa, ni hao, jambo, marhaba. It's time for the Armist Inquisition yet again, episode 233 on Sunday the 29th of May 2022. I'm Amish Phil.
I'm Amish Ben.
No, I'm Amish Matt.
The dwarf, the cripple, and the mother of madness.
And we're no guests this week, so this is going to be a redux yet again.
Oof.
Yeah, man.
We did have a guest lined up, but there's been a hamstring emergency.
It's been hamstrung.
Yeah, you gotta stretch out those creamy hamstrings when you go to the gym.
So important these days.
Yeah, otherwise you're scuppered.
Yeah, so this is going to be strange. We were talking about shit TV, weren't we?
Well,
I mean, I wouldn't say it was shit. Well, some of it was shit.
What in particular?
Ben mentioned the new series of Dexter.
Oh, that's it. Well, it's not new anymore. That was only in passing.
The new
The newest, the revisit. It's never a good idea, really, is it?
Well, no, because we were talking about the curious case of Jimmy Schmitz.
Oh yes, ageless.
Jimmy
timeless.
Smits of LA Law fame from the late 80s.
And Dexter and The Phantom Menace and the Star Wars prequels.
He was in the prequels.
Mm-hmm.
He's ginormous.
Was he the guy who played Leia's dad?
Senator Organa, you mean?
Yes, Senator Organa. Yeah, he was in something called The Get Down as well. He had quite a major role in that.
Oh, right, okay.
I thought it was quite good about the birth of hip hop.
Oh?
And the transition between disco and hip hop. That was quite good, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, he's had a varied career, hasn't he, for such a giant man? Yeah. And yeah, he just looks like he's like been the same age, somewhere between 50 and 60 his entire life.
Oh, wow.
Maybe 45 and 60.
But he's actually like 70.
Yeah.
No?
He's almost 100 years old now. Yeah.
So if it's me, is it me?
I don't know, someone's phone's interfering.
Mine's down there.
It's me, isn't it?
Ugh, gosh, yeah, put it away.
It's
Put it on the
My missus started watching something yesterday called The Pentaverate.
Oh, yes.
What's that?
It's a Mike Myers.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yes. Avoid.
Yeah,
It's the biggest pile of steaming turd.
Is
I
it
think
awful?
I've ever she will watch anything. Do you know what she has been watching the last few weeks? Something called, and it's tangentially connected. She's been watching something called Relic Hunter,
Right.
which is a TV show, I want to say from probably the 1994,
Oh, nice.
starring Tia Carrera.
Oh, Tia Carrera, named after the Porsche.
Yeah, from she was the love interest in the Wayne's World movies.
Yes.
Cassandra. Yeah, so she will watch anything. But after the second episode of the Pentaverate, she just looked at me and went, "This is really shit, isn't it?"
Wow.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's sort of it's the premise is it's a secret society like the Illuminati,
Oh, I thought you'd be willing to that.
but they're benevolent
Oh, right, okay.
and they're all played by Mike Myers.
Yeah, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah, plus most other characters.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, it's just sort of he's doing his usual shtick and it just doesn't work anymore, man. It's like
the world has moved on in 30 years,
oh
hasn't
my
it?
god, yeah. I mean, if you still like watch Austin Powers on the regular, then maybe you might like it. But
I would watch Austin Powers again soon. It's been a long time since.
how many was there? Was there 2?
3?
I
There's
think
3.
there might be more. I think there might be 4.
Okay, let's try
I think
some.
there's 4.
Let's try some. Get in my belly.
That's Fat Bastard,
No,
isn't
you
it?
didn't laugh.
Oh, no. Well, yeah,
No, because
no.
it's not funny, is it?
No, it's
If you watched it today, you'd be like, I mean, what year did that film come out?
That's mid-90s, late 90s. early
Right, yeah. So
2000s.
yeah, about 12, it would have been the fucking hilarious to me. But you know, as an adult, You can just see through the shallow efforts of his comedic residue.
It's not Wayne's World, is it?
No, Wayne's World's a great movie.
What happened to your inner child, Phil?
It's like
Wayne's World. Wayne's World. It's party time.
Excellent.
I never saw So I Married an Axe Murderer, which was his big
I never saw
film,
that.
Yeah.
breakthrough film. wasn't it?
I've never seen that either.
What's it about?
Don't know. I think it's about gardening.
Could well be.
And obviously, ObiWan Kenobi has premiered.
Oh yes, Kenobi. I didn't even know. And then on Friday, my missus said, "You know, Kenobi's out."
Yeah.
I went, "Oh, I'm not really bothered. It's going to be shit."
Right.
But she put it on, so I watched
Standard.
it,
Right. Okay.
and it was pretty shit.
He was there for the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, you experienced it.
I mean, so far, it's probably a bit better than Boba Fett,
Yeah, it's a bit better than.
but
Boba
that
Fett.
was terrible.
That was terrible. Yeah. I quite enjoyed. I've enjoyed the Obi Kenobi, Obi-Wan Kenobi stuff in it. So the other stuff is a bit shit.
He's not in it very much.
He's not in enough, and he doesn't slay enough yet, does he?
Why is he using a blaster
Because
when he has two lightsabers?
I think, trying to cover your ears, Ben, I think the Force, he no longer communes with the Force, does he?
Master, help me, Master.
Exactly, yeah.
Qui-Gon. But he does, well, I don't know. I don't want to spoil it for Ben because Ben hasn't watched it.
Yeah, because he's
But
not been doing his homework.
He still has the Force. The Force is still strong with him, as evidenced in episode 2.
Yeah, but I think that's the first time he's used it in 10 years, basically.
Use it or lose it.
That's what they say. It's like a muscle.
Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. If you don't take it out and use it, it'll rust.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what film that's from?
No.
Highlander 2.
Okay.
Nice.
Spoken by probably one of my favourite bad guy actors, Michael Ironside.
Oh.
The wheelchair guy.
He was, what was he's a Verhoeven Lucky Charm, isn't he? So he was in Total Recall, yeah, RoboCop, Starship Troopers, another Verhoeven.
He was also he's in Top Gun as well.
Jester.
Jester's dead.
Jester's dead.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'm hearing good things about Top Gun, the new one.
Yes, I think that's just because it's even though I assume there will be CGI in it, a lot of it is live capture stuff, and that's what critics cream over basically.
Yeah, they've put the legwork in.
Yeah, rather than it being CGI and stuff. Yeah.
It does look better.
Yeah.
And some CGI has sort of gone backwards in some films and TV shows I've seen.
Like
of
Raised by
late.
Wolves.
That's amazing.
I don't know what that is.
No. It's the most bonkers. It's replaced, fuck me, what was that one called where the old half the world disappeared?
Shit.
We won't remember.
About the Rapture.
Yeah.
With Trudeau. No, not Trudeau, Theroux.
Theroux, yeah.
What's it, Theroux?
Justin Theroux.
Justin Theroux.
The
Happening.
Hangover.
The disappearing ones.
But basically, that TV show has now replaced that one as the strangest thing on television ever.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's amazingly weird, yeah.
The Leftovers.
The Leftovers, yeah, well done.
We got there in the end. I've got a headache now.
Yeah. Anyway, let's go to fish husbandry news.
Oh,
Go on.
I've bought 6 sticklebacks today, and they disappeared for a while, and now they've reappeared. What they do, they're dead, stealthy. They are dead. She was dead. The woman at the
It's like this a carrot.
the woman at the shop said there's a 7-day guarantee on these. I went, right. So if they float, they'll get to bring them back. She said, yeah, within 7 days.
They all float.
Yeah, they disappeared, and now they've reappeared again, and they're on the hunt. They're on the prowl. They're going to eat the baby fish, keep the population down.
Right.
I've also stolen some tadpoles from a park and rehomed them. Yeah.
Okay. Were they being maltreated? Rescue them.
I'd like to say yes, but no.
The potential was there.
Yeah.
Kids with sticks.
Yeah. There was I scared off a heron when I went to go when I found this secret pit of tadpoles.
Wow.
Yeah, so I probably saved, at least I think I've got like 50.
Did you see that half-naked breastfeeding woman who scared off an eagle?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Get in your garden. Oh shit. Oh yeah, with a goose. I did see this.
Is that her pet goose?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, she's
Poor
saying
goose.
half-naked.
Side boob.
Yeah, and full of milk.
That might be a baby's head.
Could be, yeah. Yeah.
Well, good on her.
Yeah. Wow. So she has a pet goose and a baby.
And a neighbourhood eagle.
That was like a bald eagle.
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Nuts.
They're like pigeons in America.
Bloody sky rats.
I know.
Looking everywhere, trying to take my goose.
I know.
Goose.
They're not
It
like
does-
the majestic golden eagle.
Does Goose come back in Top Gun?
It's
Son of Goose. Gosling.
It's Gosling, isn't it? What's he called?
Ryan
Ryan?
Gosling.
No.
Ryan Gosling's in it.
It's Miles Teller.
Hey, I'm Goose's son, Ryan, the Gosling.
What's he fucking called? Is he called like Duckling or something? He's called something related.
Well, his code name.
Avian, yeah. He's call sign, isn't it?
Ugly duckling.
I can't remember what it is.
Black Swan.
It's Miles Teller plays Goose's son in it.
I've no idea who that is.
He was in Whiplash,
No.
the jazz film.
I know that's a drumming thing.
Yeah. That's an excellent film. That's only an hour and a half. You could fit that in, Phil.
Yeah, there you
Is
go.
it better than Birdman?
Yes, I would say so.
Oh, okay.
I enjoyed it more than Birdman, yeah.
But it had Michael Keaton in it.
Yeah, no, but, I think Birdman is a bit too kooky. This one's like a more of a dramery. Plus, it's got J.K. Simmons in,
Oh, yeah.
being
From
angry.
Kiss.
Yeah. With a straight face. Well done.
You're
Who's
thinking of
J.K.
Paul
Simmons? J.K. Simmons.
Is he called J.K. Simmons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, from Kiss.
Jamiroquai. J.K. Simmons. I have no idea.
Yeah,
who that
you
is.
know him. Spider-Man guy.
Yeah. He was,
Oh, Garfield.
What? No, not Spider-Man. The newspaper guy.
Yeah.
J. Jonah Jameson.
You serious?
Yeah, him, yeah.
I love people who use that clip in their videos. Are you serious? When he's laughing.
Setting a bar low for romance there, Phil.
Yeah. A lot of YouTube commentators, media commentators use that, such as the Critical Drinker.
Oh.
They insert that clip, when the latest nonsense is,
Why don't we have that on our soundboard?
Can I press this now?
if you like. I don't know what it'll do. Yeah, it's probably doing something.
Is it-
Replay buffer saved.
Oh, yeah.
CPU 0.8.
Straight away. That's all right.
It's the RAM you need to worry about. It's RAM intensive. Sorry, we're talking technical. It's like, what do they call it? Behind baseball. What do they call it?
Behind baseball.
Yeah, that inside baseball. You never heard this colloquialism from America?
No.
When you're talking about something technical that is sort of not part of the show, it's like we're going inside baseball on this.
Not
Is
sure
that
if
like
I've heard
Moneyball?
Is that Beyond the Candelabra or whatever?
I don't understand any of these references. Where have I been the last 10 years?
Well, Moneyball is like when they started using stats. Stats was like the first thing to be used, the first sport to sort of recruit players. And who was it? Was it the A's? Something A's?
Oakland A's?
Yeah, and they almost won the baseball.
Because they use stats.
World Series of
Yeah.
American teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, baseball is similar to cricket in that way, in that it's very
It's long as hell.
It's long as hell, yeah.
And nobody knows when it ever finishes.
No, it can go on forever.
Yeah.
And they're very stat intensive. Batting averages and
Yeah.
pitching averages.
Cricket
Well, this
has
is-
better sandwiches.
That's why you start using stats and then sort of getting players in. That's how they recruited the players based on their stats rather than sort of scouts' opinions.
They used to have, they don't use. They have something called the 7th inning stretch. So after the 7th after the 7 innings, they have a little break, and like there'll be some sort of entertainment or something, and play some music or whatever.
Is that like tea time for cricket?
It's like afternoon tea, but obviously we have it several times because we have unions in the UK.
I saw Chicago Cubs play at Wrigley Field.
Wrigley Field,
about 10 years ago. That was good.
Sponsored.
Aren't they like cursed, the Chicago Cubs? They've not won it for like.
I think they're better recently. In the last 10 years or so, they started winning stuff again. I think he must have won something major between then and now.
I thought the curse had been broken, but
I know the
don't quote me.
Babe Ruth. Is it the Red Sox with Babe Ruth and Thingy won it, didn't he? Who owns Liverpool basically? They bought the Red Sox. I think it's called J.W. Henry or something. And he, John Henry, and he runs the Red Sox, and he broke the curse or whatever on the Sox and won the World Series after like 80 years or something.
I don't like the way they call it the World Series.
I know of America.
Isn't there like one Japanese team in it or something?
No.
They're all American teams.
Yeah. They have a lot of Japanese players.
Mm.
Yeah.
And South American players.
I suppose in that way, it's
Canadian, I guess.
we could have the world's premiership of English Football League.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of the, I guess, the American, I don't know, it's strange, isn't it? Why would the American, because it's not like they're particularly young. Like baseball's been going for a long time.
Mm.
It's big in other countries as well. I think that's where I got my Japan connection from.
I think Japan is the only other country that it's big in.
All right.
Yeah.
I think. Maybe Cuba. Is it not something like
Quebec?
I've heard of like some Cuban pitchers and
Yeah,
and
wasn't
batsmen.
Sammy Sosa, wasn't he Cuban? I want to
don't know.
say, maybe.
don't know.
I think he was a White Sox guy. Big Sammy Sosa. It's a long time. I used to watch it fairly regularly.
It was on in the morning,
20
wasn't
years
it?
ago.
Like really
Early hours, yeah. I used to start at 11 or midnight or something.
I
over
remember
it.
you used to watch it when we were at school, and
Yeah.
I used to think to myself, how on earth did he stay up until 4 o'clock in the morning and then go to school afterwards?
Didn't.
and lead a successful school career.
Panhead used to watch it as
I
well.
know, that's what I mean, and he used to do the same, but actually go to school. I just couldn't get my head round because I just needed to sleep. I went to bed at like 10 o'clock every night and got up at 7 every day.
Yeah, well,
That's
I
why
don't know.
That's why you're so fucked.
can't explain it. Can't explain that. Do you want to do some headlines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got some good ones. Oh, I'm not quite prepared. Yeah, let's do some headlines.
Capital letters, a big news story.
I hate that guy.
Make womb for breakfast. Uterus-shaped cereal aims to normalise conversations about periods at the breakfast table.
Shut up and take my money.
Helen in the Discord said, "Does it make the milk turn red?"
Oh, yeah, that'd be... Oh, it is,
Helen,
look,
that's
raspberry
so
flavoured.
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
What next? What?
Sounded like I heard a noise, like a child's voice from outside.
Oh, might be the dog. Yeah, what
Eating a
will-
child.
Between this and then putting the blooming female hormones in the beer, what is going to be next? You see that today,
What?
a couple hours ago, but one of the biggest breweries in the country caught putting estrogen in beer supply.
I think that's been going on for a long time. I
Why would-
remember hearing about IPA making you grow tits or something from an old fella in the pub once.
Yeah, apparently.
Is that not just because you get fat?
That's maybe.
It's true. It's true. I had 10 pints the other night. I started talking shit and I couldn't drive.
Hey!
Welcome to 1973.
What else have we got? Uncle Brian told me that joke. Hey, hang on. Where's the thing? Here it is. We've had that one. What's next? Man spends £12,480 to become a dog and practices rolling, sitting, and paw.
Oh, shit.
Is that Zeus?
Yeah.
Zeus came into the studio and mounted Amish Ben before.
Yes.
His lipstick came out.
It did, yeah.
Half came out.
He gave you a good licking.
He did, didn't he?
He likes a beard. He likes a proper beard.
He could probably just smell and taste all the grease from the tea in the beard.
Probably right.
So, no, Zeus is a genuine dog. This is a man from... A Japanese man has spent roughly 12 grand on a realistic border collie costume to look exactly like his favourite breed of dog and pretends to live like a pet wearing it.
It's a furry.
There you go.
Is that him? Fuck me. I'm
like,
convinced.
Oh no, this is like Aslan. This is ruining the Lion Witch and the Wardrobe from the 90s for me.
Lassie.
Oh fuck.
You could put a bit of timber on, haven't you?
Front paws are a bit off.
My
My
next door neighbour had these dogs.
A lassie.
A long,
Border
is
collie.
it like a long haired border collie or something?
I don't know. I thought there was just border collies. Maybe it's a... Lassie is a fancy one. I don't know.
I don't know. I thought border collies had shorter hair and were
Yeah.
like black and white for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the sheepdogs.
Is that the same thing? Yeah.
Yep.
Woman who only ate crisp sandwiches for 23 years diagnosed with serious illness.
Oh God, why did my wife write in?
Zoe Sadler has scoffed Walker's crisps on buttered white bread for almost every meal since she was a toddler. Can you imagine?
I mean,
I'm sure there are people with standard diets who were diagnosed with serious illnesses after 23 years.
do you think that she like had any supplements? Can we not delve any deeper into that one? No.
That's one we need to dive deeper into. Well, I'm glad we got the dog pictures.
No, it seems that... Well, I mean, there's nothing to dive into. She's been eating crisps.
What kind of crisp? What flavour were they?
Good question. The Walkers, exclusively.
Right.
And let's say they're ready salted.
Do you remember when?
I remember reading the article. She has experimented with flavours.
Has she tried the Worcestershire sauce?
I think it's just Leicester.
Leicester sauce.
Leicester sauce.
Do you remember when I'm gonna name check Peter McCoy again?
Mycelium Network Maestro.
Extraordinaire, I was going to say.
Yeah.
And he said you could just live off mushrooms because it has all of the amino acids.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Walker's Crisps don't.
Well, maybe they
Why
should
not?
fry them in mushrooms.
Come on, Gary, sort it out.
Yeah, I mean, how does it come to that? I blame the parents, I think. It's got to be the parents, doesn't it?
Yeah, how old is she? You don't know how old she is. She could be
20
like 80.
Oh, no, she's young.
been doing
She's
it
young.
since she's 57.
I didn't grab the picture, but yeah, it started when she was a toddler. And it's been 23 years, so let's say she's 26.
Do you think she's got like some underlying
Comorbidities.
I think she has now, because mum and dad won't give her out but crisp sandwiches. It's like, you got to say no, haven't you? If you fuck me, it's like, if you let them, your kids will eat chocolate for every meal.
Let them eat cake.
You've got to say no, haven't you?
What did my youngest have today? I think he had a jam bagel for breakfast.
Nice.
Toasted. Then he had baked beans on a waffle, potato waffle for his dinner.
Exotic.
And then for tea he had spaghetti bolognese for tea, and he ate it all, first time in his life. And then that was followed by a lollipop, a Freddo, some dolly mixtures, and some popcorn.
Oh my God.
Can I ask if he can't...
Can I live in moving your ass?
Did he compartmentalize the beans?
No, it was all over.
I know someone who I work with from time to time. And if you go to a cafe and have an English breakfast, so for those of you outside of the UK, an English breakfast would consist of
It's just better. Better than whatever you've had for breakfast.
sausage.
And the other thing as well is the sausage isn't just like a frankfurter that you put in a fucking hot dog.
Offal wrapped in more offal.
And with it has some kind of wheat in it though, doesn't it, to bulk it out? It's not just all meat.
No, I mean, like, what would be...
Sawdust.
Yeah, I mean, what would be a high quality sausage? Would it be like 80%, 70% meat?
If you go too far, though, You can ruin a sausage.
it does. Yeah, so you need a lot. You need plenty of fat in there, don't you?
Yeah, you need some roughage.
Yeah, fat and gristle.
Yeah, bit of fibre.
Maybe. Yeah. So you stand bacon, and bacon's different here, obviously as well.
Yeah, it's not just that streaky nonsense.
No, it's not
with no
belly
meat on.
bacon. It's got the
The
circle
back,
bit.
the back of the pig, isn't it?
Yeah, is that what it is? All salted up nicely.
Yeah.
So standard English breakfast: sausage, bacon,
Beans,
beans,
eggs,
usually a fried egg.
fried egg. Yeah,
What else would you have? Mushrooms, probably.
mushrooms.
Would come on most.
Hash brown,
Hash brown, maybe. Fried bread, maybe.
bubble and squeak. I've had once.
Black pudding's
black
usually
pudding.
an extra.
Maybe.
Pudding,
Yeah.
mushrooms. We got mushroom.
Is black pudding available in other parts of the world?
Half a
Do you know what
tomato.
that is?
Black
half a
pudding's like
tomato, yeah.
a giant blood sausage with cubes of fat.
Yeah,
So it's just blood, beast's blood,
yeah,
cubes of beast fat,
yeah.
I was
wrapped in
telling
the skin of beast.
one
In
of the
intestine.
one of the times
Intestine.
I went on Out the Blank, I was telling Robbie about black pudding, and the look on his face was like,
It's tasty though.
"Oh yeah, it's great." Yeah, but he wasn't buying. So this guy I occasionally work with, everything has to be separated on the plate. Nothing can touch anything else.
Does he, when he orders,
Eats.
does he say, can you just do it so nothing touches anything on the plate, please? Does he have to say that?
I don't think he does, but he makes sure that it is, and then he will eat one thing, and then the other thing, and then the other thing.
Now-
It's like me. I will cut a piece of sausage, a bit of egg, a bit of bacon, a bit of hash brown, and I'll go dunk, 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 plaster it on with beans, and have it all in one go. I like having everything at
Now,
once.
this is the thing, right? So, my wife always picks on me because I'm not bothered about things touching each other necessarily,
I know where this is going.
but I do eat things separately. But I wouldn't mind if I bunched them all up. But I do like to eat them. I have a little bean now. But now, to follow the beans, I need something a little bit more savoury. So I have a little bit of sausage now.
Do you not use the sausage as a bean barrier?
A bean dam. Yeah,
Yeah, but
sometimes.
the thing, you don't eat all the sausage, then all the bacon, then all the beans.
No, it's like a bit of sausage.
Yeah.
bit
Do you
of-
save
That's what I
something
do, but
special
just
for
at
your
the same
last-
time.
Save something special for your last forkful.
Yeah, I tend to leave a
You're not going to
sausage.
leave like a fucking mushroom or something.
No. Sometimes I might forget when I'm like enjoying, if it's a particularly good sausage, then I might, oh fuck, I've left half a tomato. I didn't even realise.
Got to deal with this now.
Yeah, fuck, I've not even got any bacon to make it taste nice.
Yeah, you always save the best till last. And I like a buttered slice of the whitest bread, the cheapest,
Cheapest.
nastiest, whitest bread to use as a mop.
Yeah.
And then I mop the plate up, and then I say to the kids, "Look at that! Can go straight back in cupboard." And you go
Every time.
every time. Yeah, doesn't grow old.
Just grows mould.
Yeah, and she rolls her eyes at me.
Yes. Lychee bread.
Yeah, but I'll give it 10 years. They'll be doing the same. That's how it works.
How often do you ever full English?
Oh, very rare. Very rare. You know, it's once a month, if that.
I could say like once a week.
Yeah. just twice a day.
we go through phases of having like a Saturday English breakfast
Yes.
at dinner time. It becomes a dinner tea,
Yeah, we do on a Sunday sometimes, but
and then I'm just stuffed it, and then that's it. I just have some light snacks for tea,
yeah, Fredo's,
Yeah.
dolly mixture, popcorn.
and then ice cream sometimes.
A buffet.
Mmm,
Nice.
buffet.
I was working with another mate of mine this week, a joiner, friend,
So
colleague.
you know the breakfast freak.
I don't think I've had breakfast with him, so no. But he's from down south, and what's your thing? You're looking at?
It says stop replay buffer.
Oh, we don't want to do that.
All right, okay. Oh, is that because that's on permanently? You just press
It's on so long as we're streaming, yeah.
All right, okay.
And
Yes, your other mate is from New Zealand.
yeah, it's from down south somewhere, and he's a joiner. So what would that be? A carpenter
In southern England.
in our America? Well, in
right,
America
okay.
they don't call them joiners, do they?
All right, okay.
A Christ figure, you might say.
Yeah, same. Job spec, yeah. Pretty much, does roofs, dormers,
Weddings.
sacraments. And we were talking about electric vans. We were working on a kitchen together this week, and we were talking about electric vans, and he was telling me about someone he knew who'd spent 40-something grand on a Volkswagen transporter, electric, and he lived somewhere. He was a mate from down south, somewhere near Gloucester, and he had a job to do in Manchester, and he ended up having to stay in a hotel because I don't know, he had to stay a night at a hotel. The range wasn't that good, and he went to like 2 charging places, and they'd both been vandalised, and then he ran out of juice. So so we were slagging off electric vans, and then he goes, yeah, because I was going to buy. I put a deposit down on a new Transit diesel. I said, all right. What happened? Because he's got like a Beetle transport. What happened to that? He goes, you don't know the story. Well, I'll tell you a story about that. I went, no. He goes, well, I've got cancer, don't you? I went, no. Yeah, I've got melanoma. That's the old skin cancer. I went, fucking hell, shit. Sorry about that. Yeah, and I've got lung cancer as well. They told me I've got lung cancer. I'm fucking fine. I can run 9 miles. I'm a runner. I'm a runner. It's fine, yeah. But apparently I've got lung cancer. Haven't seen my oncologist all the way through the pandemic. And I thought, fuck it. I'll have a new van. I don't know how much longer I've got, I'll get a new van. So I put 250 quid down. Deposit whatever on this new Transit, and then he gets a call from hospital, and said, we want you to come in for a brain scan. It's like a routine thing when you got, I can't keep the accent on, even though it's not accurate. No. It's a routine thing, like a routine brain scan. I said, all right, what did they say? Is it empty? I said, no, it's not that. He said, you get strapped in, you like put this thing around your head. It's like fucking Total Recall. Give you this brain scan. Anyway, I went out and thought nothing of it, and I got a call a few days later, and it was the hospital, and they said, I won't say his name. Hiya, Dave. It's such a buddy from the hospital. Is anyone with you? And I went, no. Well, yeah, actually, my missus here. She works from home, so okay. We've found a lesion on your brain. It's already got skin cancer and lung cancer.
Yeah.
Found a lesion on your brain, and I was like, fuck. So he's like, he's triple dead now. What's like the upshot? And he said, well, basically they said, I said to him, like, what's this mean? Does this mean like you're in risk of having a stroke or something, or is it like an aneurysm? And he said, yeah, basically, yeah. And they said, you got to surrender your license. You can't drive. You need to send your license to the DVLA, which what would that be? The DMV in America, which is in Wales somewhere for the UK. And you got to surrender your license. I say, you're fucking joking. I work for a living. I need to fucking drive. Mm-hmm. And they said, well, you can appeal in 12 months. Well, that's not fucking good to me, is it? So basically, he lost his fucking deposit for a start on the van. He had to get his son. He'd just finished uni, so his son was like between, finishing uni, graduating, and then deciding what he's going to do with his life. So he had his son working with him, and his son was driving him to work in the van, and then being his labourer like that for a few weeks, whatever. And he gets another call from hospital. Hi, is that Dave? Yeah, it's me. Good news. We made a mistake.
Oh my God.
You don't have a lesion on your brain. I've sent my fucking license off to DVLA.
No way.
Yeah. They made a mistake. It was something.
And nothing.
A smudge of mustard on the screen.
Does he still have cancer?
Yeah. that's what I'd have said.
That's cancer, right?
Yeah, he's still got but the lung cancer doesn't seem to be a big thing. And melanoma is not like it used to be, is it? It's quite. It's not as good as it used to be. I think they can do a lot for that.
It depends if it metastasizes.
Yes, it's if it spreads and stuff. They get
Which
it
he seems to have done, if he's got lung cancer as well.
But when he said, like, at the beginning, he said, I never saw my oncologist all the way through the pandemic. That 2 years, I thought, yeah, this is... Oh, let's not go there. But we know what's happening, don't we? Fucked up big time. But yeah,
it's true, isn't it? This is just it's another story, isn't it? I wonder, you would wonder if it would have been caught, I guess.
Well. So yeah, he's a good lad. I like working with him. I like ripping him. I rip him a lot.
How old is he?
59.
Oh, right.
59. Fit as a fiddle. Run 9 miles. He runs regularly a few times a week.
Right.
So yeah, it's a good chap.
Good.
But
I can't run 9 miles.
No, I can't.
no, I can't. Definitely not.
Struggle with 9 meters.
Yeah. We did some headlines, didn't we?
You did, yeah.
Shall we see what else has been happening this week?
Yes.
We've done the crisp maniac, haven't we? What about what about this LiDAR discovery? Shall we do this?
Yeah.
In the Amazon basin, in the lowland forests of Bolivia, archaeologists have discovered new evidence of an ancient civilization.
Nobody expected that kind of society in that region.
Using LiDAR technology, researchers peeled back the dense vegetation to reveal huge structures hidden beneath the trees.
Pyramids 20 meters high. The whole region has been so densely habitated during the pre-Hispanic time. That's incredible to believe.
Now, in an area once thought to be of little interest to archaeologists, hundreds of new sites have been uncovered.
There is new civilization, new culture waiting for us to study them. It's sort of a dream coming true.
You guys are really cool.
I believe this is like a common thing, isn't it? Because of how everything's become completely overgrown and the nature of the jungle and stuff. In terms of it just covering everything up and everyone just assuming there's nothing there. And
Can't see it doesn't exist.
And it points to, I suppose, maybe how much of the civilization was wiped out when the conquistadors came over and brought smallpox or whatever and all the other stuff with them.
Yeah.
Potentially.
It's our history that we're taught. We're taught a Western-centric. There's a reputedly fantastic book that I haven't got round to yet. It's called Hemmings, I think. He wrote a book about the conquest of the Americas. It's interesting if you read any of the first-hand accounts of the Catholic priests who went with the conquistadors.
Right.
Because they were literate, they were men of letters, and they kept diaries when they were arriving. And they'll tell you about like these huge structures.
Oh.
They'll be going down the river and they'll be coming across these civilizations, like these cities with thousands and thousands of people in them.
Wow.
That was like, I mean, how much of it was sort of military extermination, how much of it was bioweapons and smallpox, the old guns, germs and steel. These guys didn't have immunity to the same, smallpox has been ravaging Europe since Roman times and probably earlier. Mm-hmm. So we have a certain amount of immunity to these diseases, which wasn't conferred to people in the Americas. And from what I remember reading, I don't know if it was in Jared Diamond's book or other books, but a lot of the time, the people who were colonizing, everyone was already gone. The native folk had already died or left because the disease outpaced the expansion of colonialism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty terrifying, really. But yeah, these LiDAR surveys are really intriguing, aren't they? And opening a window to these new structures that are being found. Jared Murphy, who we had on last year, was it last year or the year before? He'd be someone good to talk to on this because he's well into South America and the Terra Preta, that engineered black soil and that sort of stuff. But yeah, there's so many gaps in our picture of how things were back then. It seems to be like a surprise to the academic community, all this stuff.
I don't know if it is
to a degree.
I think it's presented that way. I think it comes back to that thing about that we talked about before. I can't remember. Is it called pre and post? I want to say processualism, but I don't think that's the right word. But basically, not just making things up. You have to find the archaeological evidence for it before you can say it's actually happened, rather than guessing or saying it's likely.
What has surprised the academic community in recent decades with these discoveries is the scale. The scale of the civilizations. We didn't realise that these cities were 100,000. There was an article last year, the year before, saying that there was this city that was similar in size to the population of Rome. And that was unthinkable. That was like, no, that's nonsense. Because we're the West. We are, this is where we germinated from through ancient Greece and then Rome. Catholic Church takes over with Constantine and the Council of Nicaea. And our entire Western civilization is built on this sort of creed that West is best from the Greek philosophers onwards. And then we imported that, or exported that rather.
Think about the amount of landmass and how, and the amount of time that our landmass has been around. I think things like Australia, middle of Australia is pretty barren. It won't have always been like that. The desert, the big one, Sahara, won't have always been like that. So, is there any evidence of anything underneath all that sand?
Might be a couple of lightsabers knocking about in that sand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where he buried them.
Droid parts.
Yeah. Ziggy Dan says there's 2,000 temples in the Yucatan jungle. Well, there you go.
That's a lot.
I've heard about sort of like interconnecting roads and stuff between, like these places in South America that are completely sort of overgrown.
Nazca Lines. No.
That's a sort of a weird enigma in itself, the Nazca Lines. Read a book on it last year or the year before. Some guy who'd been studying it for donkey's years. It's no sort of secret how they were done. It was overturning stones. The stones were bleached by the sun, and by overturning stones and sort of piling them up at the sides, they created these lines. But no one really seems to know why. There's various theories, sort of astro-archaeological reasonings, or sort of spiritual practice, like religious possible reasons. But we've no writing. None of it was written down, so people are just inferring from what they can. It's like it's one of those things.
The where, the who, the when. Why is the important one? The intriguing question.
Yeah. But they are ginormous. Some of these lines are kilometers long.
Yeah.
A lot of trapezoids. So the famous ones, there's like a hummingbird in the Nazca Lines.
Is it not a dragonfly or something?
There's a hummingbird. There's a monkey. There might be a dragonfly, but I don't remember it.
Are there monkeys in South America? Oh, there's the Amazon, isn't there?
Yeah, I would have thought so, yeah.
Is there a duck?
There's a spider.
There's Amazonian ducks at Blackpool Zoo.
So,
yeah.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there a goose?
Is there not a crazy man with a boner? There's always a crazy man with a boner and these things, isn't there?
England.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I mean.
Yeah, there is.
He's got a boner.
Fertility, isn't it?
Boner.
For who?
Yeah, I don't know. We got one of our Discorders go there recently. He took. Didn't he send some photos?
I think it's always Nick, isn't it?
I went there last year, not Nazca. To watch the racing.
Blackpool Zoo. I'm talking about Blackpool Zoo.
No, I'm talking about the man with the boner on the hill, the chalk man.
Oh yeah, where is that one?
It's down south.
I want to say Somerset.
Dorset.
That's where all that kind of stuff is.
Dorset way. Dorset, Leicestershire.
Dorsetshire.
I think it's just Leicester.
Dorsh. Yeah, it's big.
I think what's interesting about the NASCAR things is a lot of them, they can't really be made out from the ground level.
Yeah,
No, that's
the-
why the stadiums go up at the side.
Now, if you go and Google "old lady knows lots about," I think she might be German, about the Nazca Lines, you'll find an old lady that knows. I think she's from Germany and she's lived there for like 50 years. Or something.
She's not with us anymore.
Oh, did she die?
Yeah.
I watched something recently for some reason.
Oh no, I think she's passed. But she was like the go-to. She was a celebrity, and she was more esoteric in her theories. Yes, she was very much sort of. She was doing like not astrological or astronomical charts, and she was trying to connect the Nazca Lines to some sort of archaeoastronomy hypothesis. And yeah, like I said, she'd lived there pretty much all her life, and she was like the local celebrity, German scholar. But the book I read was trying to put more prosaic theories behind the purpose, and that this was some sort of religious cult behaviour, that they probably navigated the lines in a processional sort of thing. And you know, it's the same old thing. Oh, it's a temple. It's a temple. It's a temple. You know, it's whatever. It's the explanation we use when we don't really know. It's a cult. It's a temple.
Yeah.
Primitive sun worshippers, agriculture. You know, all the rest of it. Maybe they had like spaceships. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe they like had spaceships in the shape of a man with a giant hard-on.
Bullshit.
Jeff Bezos has a spaceship in the shape of a giant
He
heart.
spent billions for a penis extension, hasn't he?
Austin Powers, Dr. Evil, had a
absolutely,
spaceship in the size of the shape of a giant penis.
Giant Johnson. Oh, that's not me now.
Mine's down here.
It's not me. It's fine. I don't think it comes through. So, shall we move on?
Yeah.
Move on to Dr. John Campbell. He's giving masturbatory tips now.
In the groin, you got them other places, but they're you got them other places, but they're the places where you can feel them. Feel free to palpate yourself.
There you go.
What's he talking about?
Your lymph nodes from monkeypox.
In the groin, you got them other places, but they're the places where you can feel them. Feel free to palpate yourself.
Motherhood and apple pies.
Yes, he's talking about monkeypox.
COVID.
What is it? How many cases has there been of monkeypox?
166, I'm going to say.
In the UK?
Yeah.
Or in the world?
No, in the UK.
3.
Oh, I think it's a few hundred.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. In the world.
Oh, in the world?
Well, in the world outside of East Africa, wherever it's normally. Is it East Africa or West Africa where it's normally found?
I think.
Is it West Africa? It's like Senegal. Yes, it's West Africa, Senegal region, isn't it? Where it usually resides. Yeah, it's strange that there's like community transmission in like 10 different countries at the same time all of a sudden. Weird.
Monkeypox news.
There was... I happened to watch the BBC News for a little bit. I can't remember what night it was. And there was a segment about it.
A segment?
There was Hugh Pym, health correspondent.
Hugh Pym. Well, it's been quiet for him, hasn't it? Last few months. Since
And
COVID
he was doing a thing about monkeypox.
Right.
Right. What's his hot take
I
for the
can't
BBC?
remember. I just turned it off again.
I find it interesting that the media is so obsessed with this thing, yet, you know, we've just got a few hundred cases worldwide, it seems, out of the ordinary. Why are they so hot for it? I don't know.
Because it's...
What they've done the last 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
It's easy. It's low hanging fruit.
Where's it coming? I don't know.
It comes from West Africa.
Oh, gosh, I dropped my ring.
Oh, no.
Hey, speak of the devil, Nicholas Travels in the chat hall. We were just talking about the Nazca Lines.
Oh, yes.
Any ice cream with cheese there, Nicholas?
Oh, God. Yeah, that's a callback from 3 months ago. Is that where it was? South America, the ice cream with
Colombia,
cheese?
I believe, yeah. Ice cream. Do you want some cheese with your ice cream?
Absolutely.
Can I have a coffee and a nice tea?
Maybe the cheese was like the gone off ice cream that turned into cheese, and they just used it as scrapings.
Conquesto.
I had cheese toasties for dinner.
Animal.
And she made them. I deliberately, I'm not getting up. I made the kids dinner, and then I went and sat down, picked up my book. So I'm not doing any more fucking cooking. I cook every fucking night. I cooked Saturday. I did the dinners and the tea. So it's Sunday. Sunday this night. I'm not fucking making you another fucking meal. Obviously, this is all in my head. I'm not going to say that because I'd be, I don't know, I'd just be hung, drawn, and quartered, wouldn't I?
Nailed
for
to the wall.
insolence. Yeah. So, and then she went, "What we're going to have for dinner?" I went, "I don't know. Shall we have cheese toasties?" No reply. And then she came in 20 minutes later with a plate of cheese toasties. With it had tomato and what's the weird green onion thing? Spring onions, is it?
Chives.
No, spring onions.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Chopped.
That sounds nice.
It was good. Yeah, I'm not complaining. No.
You better fucking know.
I'm not. It's all right. She's in COS now for a week. I can get away with it. And she don't watch this shit anyway. Better thing, she's got Relic Hunter to watch. Wow, Nicholas is in Argentina.
Are you
Whoa.
sampling any beef in Argentina? That's supposed to be Argentinian beef's a thing, isn't it?
Supposed to be good.
For what? CJD? Creutzfeldt-Jakob's disease.
No.
Just famous for exporting and
Is it? Are they?
meat.
I've heard that Argentina is getting a bit sketched now with inflation and civil unrest.
What, like here?
Be careful. Be careful, Nicholas. Well, it's not Sri Lanka's the first to go, I think. Sri Lanka and Bangladesh is probably going to be next. Yeah, be careful.
And then
there.
Milton Keynes.
Argentina, what an interesting... don't mention the Falklands, eh?
The Las Malvinas.
What's that?
That's what they call the Falklands over there.
Oh, is it? What language do they speak in Argentina? Is it Portuguese?
So I think Portuguese, yeah.
In Argentina?
I think so.
Nah.
Well,
I
what
think,
do you
I
think?
think they
Spanish?
speak Spanish, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Brazil's the only country that speaks Portuguese in South
What about Portugal? Oh, you saved it.
in South America, yeah.
Gabriel Batistuta.
Yes. You want to name some other famous
it could be-
Argentinians?
Could be Portuguese or Spanish, that.
Easy.
One. One for Ron. It's got to be
Juan.
Spain. Spanish.
It's very closely
Diego's
aligned.
Spanish, isn't it? As well.
Yeah.
It's a Latinate language, isn't it?
Yes.
It's a
Spanish and
romance.
Portuguese.
But it's quite strange. Portugueses sound a bit sort of Dutch to me. It's a bit sort of, you know,
Yes.
yes, a bit like this when they talk.
The Portuguese.
Yeah.
You sound Dutch.
Obrigado.
What the fuck have you been watching?
It's Spanish, lads. I told
There we
you.
go. Cheers, Nicholas.
Live corrections.
Yeah.
Holy shit, we've got a correction for last week, Ben.
Oh, we do, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Forgot what it was. I remember.
You did someone make you aware of this correction, Ben, or did you make it from your own brain cells?
I made it from my own research.
Oh god. Do your own research.
Yeah.
What's your correction?
So I think I said that handguns were legal in the UK for target shooting and shit like that. Well,
Right.
of course, you'd use air pistols for that because you're just shooting targets, which is fine. But apparently, you can have old, historical handguns, firearms.
They don't
Or-
have to have been deactivated,
I think
decommissioned.
I think maybe they have to be decommissioned, yeah. And you're allowed muzzle loading ones.
like a musket.
Yeah, so I thought
Keep your
that was
powder
like
dry.
a flintlock rifle or something. But I suppose a muzzle loader, you're putting whatever you're shooting down the end of the barrel, aren't you? Like a potato gun.
Right, a spud gun.
Yeah, but firearms are more controlled than air arms.
But it's fairly recent. I remember from our childhood, in the late 90s, in the Blair era, there being a handgun ban. Do you not remember this? I remember something But
You still have
I
shotguns,
remember when-
shotguns and rifles.
shotguns you can have, yeah.
Maybe it was
Hunting
something
rifles.
after Dunblane.
Could well be.
Yeah. Yeah, so there you go. Correction. I was wrong.
What? Rio Platense?
Rio Platense? Did you say?
Rio Platense Spanish has an Italian pronunciation to it.
Sexy.
Rioplatus.
Diego Costa.
Gabriel Batistuta.
Una cerveza, por favor.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's what we're
probably.
going to go for.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Grazie mille.
Have you
Very
ever
good.
have you ever tried like Duolingo or something like that? Try and learn a language.
No.
You heard of Duolingo, the app?
Yeah, yeah.
No.
It's supposed to be good.
It's an app to make you speak another language.
I want to learn
Help you.
Spanish.
Easy Spanish, apparently.
Well, I'm just wondering. I think this might be one of these things where, if you try, you'll actually get good at it. So as like a teenager, when I was, we were being forced to learn French
and German.
For like GCSEs. I just thought, oh god, this is too hard. But I didn't do. I didn't do any learning outside of the lessons that we had. So perhaps if I actually learn outside of the lessons, then I might actually start to learn how to speak
Learn
Spanish.
something cool though, like Japanese or something.
Ni
No,
hao.
do Spanish.
That's Chinese.
Chinese.
Mushy mushy.
I think that's
Eskimo.
I don't know. I think that is Japanese. Mushy mushy.
Mushy.
Is it? Thank you,
Mitsubishi.
Toyota.
Arigato.
I think if you're trying to learn something off your own volition, well, it's forced learning at school. No one wants
Yeah.
to be there unless you have a hot teacher
Yeah.
for a subject, and we didn't have any of them. So,
There was Miss Campbell in science. She was pretty
Yeah.
fit. A lot of people fancy Miss Chewson as well, didn't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
In a convertible Rover 218 or whatever it was. Do you remember? And then she got a Ford
It's a
Puma.
Ford Puma, yeah.
After that, she had a convertible turquoise Rover 218. Or a 418 or a 318. I don't know. The longer one, the bigger one.
Details, Matthew.
Can remember that.
like, most of our teachers had flash cars.
Do you remember Mr. Reed and his MG midget? He used to come in occasionally.
I mean, he was such a prick, wasn't he?
Alright.
No, he was a cunt. He was such a cunt.
Do you remember Mr. Seed?
I do. I just remember him shouting at everyone because he got all the bad lads, didn't he?
Do you remember seeing him later on in life in
No.
pubs and clubs
Never.
and things?
Never.
Clubs.
Yeah, he was in the warehouse once.
Right.
No, never saw him. Was he like a divorcee?
I don't know. He was a mystical man.
I mean, he looked about 60 when we were there.
Yeah,
He looked like the BFG.
did a little bit.
I mean, he was probably like sound, wasn't he?
Didn't they all wear?
Yeah, they were like normal people, weren't they?
Yeah, like us now.
Yeah. Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another message from Nicholas. 62% of Argentines have Italian ancestry.
Wow.
There you go.
So it sounds a lot different to the normal Spanish.
Why?
the
Why
Dutch
60% of them Italian, Nicholas? Tell us, Nicholas.
Because they have ancestors from Italy.
But why is there so many Italians there though? If it was, all we hear about is the Spanish going to
It
I
was a
wonder if
prison
America-
colony for Italy.
maybe.
Oh, I'm wondering if it's something to do with the Venetian, the Medicis and that sort of era.
Oh,
Which
right,
maybe
okay.
they had dealings over there, because like you say, there wasn't really Italian colonies.
No, that's what I mean.
They, but it was the papacy, wasn't it? That's the thing. Italy's a new country. When was Italy founded? 1820? Something like that?
No,
No
later.
idea.
Garibaldi, wasn't it?
It was like
Biscuit guy.
Yeah.
satellites. It was like
There's a photo of Garibaldi, so I think it was in the late 1800s.
late 1800s. Right?
Does he have a
Could be.
crispy outside layer?
Yeah, and raisins. Dusted with sugar.
Lovely.
Why are you laughing?
Because that's a biscuit, not a man.
It's a celebratory biscuit in the name of the unification of the boot of Italy.
Oh my god! Are you doing Outfit Jubilee?
Yeah, man. I've got like parties lined up.
Yeah. How many are you doing?
2.
2?
On the Thursday, I'm going to my sister's for a BBQ.
Barbecue.
Yeah. And then on the Saturday, I'm going to the bowling club across the road for a hog roast.
Have you got a season ticket for that place?
I've got a membership, social club only, cheapest membership, which gives me access rights to the gate, so it makes it easier to walk to school.
Worth every penny.
Yeah. So we'll see. It's a bit sort of, some of them are nice, and then some of them are a little bit locals.
Well, how long have you been there now? You're a local.
10
yeah,
years?
but I don't go in there. I don't go in ever. Hardly ever go in.
Well,
I just go in to like buy these tickets and pay my membership once a year. Yeah, so I can walk through the gate and park across the road as well.
all more cons.
Yeah.
Very good. We're trying to get away from it all.
From the jingoistic nationals, the nationalistic
Just
fever.
I don't know.
You're a monarchist anyway. You should be there with your but you should be putting your bunting up already.
Nah, I'm like one of those self-loathing monarchists.
Oh gosh.
You know, I don't know.
Any street parties or anything?
No, there's no street parties on our street as far as I'm aware. There's something at the village hall, of course. And then I think we're going away. Caravan.
I'm giving serious thought to selling our house, buying a mobile home, and homeschooling the children, and doing web CBT. Just because I've become so disillusioned with life. I don't know what I'll do with my sticklebacks then, though.
Why didn't you lead with this?
I'm only joking. Now this is the other thing about fucking
weird flex
being.
That came out of nowhere.
Being TikTok. It's because you said talking about getting away. I assume you were going to go in your caravan.
You meant forever.
Forever.
Yeah, we'd go away in the caravan thing. That's the other problem with electric cars, by the way. There's nothing rated to tow a caravan.
Is there no?
No.
I thought they had loads of torque, though.
That's a good thing.
Well,
didn't it have loads of torque? Is that not like what you need for pulling a caravan?
All talk and no trousers. I don't know. All I know is that when I asked the question, which electric car can we get that tows this caravan? The answer was none.
Well, yeah, I mean, you wouldn't use a petrol to tow a caravan.
No, but
rather than a diesel, never mind fucking
I
electric. Well, you shouldn't do usually. Why are all vans and like small commercials diesel? Because of the pulling power.
Yeah.
Rather than petrol.
Pulls all right. Little Tiguan.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm talking smart, but you know, if I was gonna have like a car for pulling a caravan, I would make sure it was a diesel.
I wouldn't hook it up to an MX-5.
How good are you at reversing the caravan in now?
Pretty good now.
Right.
Yeah.
So you don't have to get out and like push it in anymore?
No.
Right, okay, that's good.
No, it's good. You've got a motor mover though, okay, for fine adjustments.
Oh, you said about that, yeah.
It's pretty good, like a big remote control for it.
What's that do?
You can move it around.
Like a transformer?
No.
No. Like
Listen.
Remote control car.
He said motor mover. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's a motor that moves a caravan.
Yeah.
And you control it with a little like fucking remote control.
Controller.
How far is it? Will it like? Can you do it from home? Like just send it off.
No, it's probably got like you can walk nearby it. And
how fast does it move?
Very slow.
Right. So it's just for finessing it into its resting place.
Yeah, pretty much. Or if you're on it going up a hill.
It's too heavy to just push it, is it? Or
yeah, really heavy.
Is it?
Yep.
So if you're weak.
I'm totally weak.
Yeah. Look, Nicholas has answered us. He says that between the 1850s
Never mind that. We're
World
talking
War
about caravans now, Nicholas.
and Italians were invited by the Argentine government to populate the country, a lot came from the south of Italy. That was, and probably still is, poorer than the north.
Yeah, famously, yeah.
Yeah. Like Napoli.
Yeah.
Or Naples, I mean.
Naples. Yeah,
Napoli's the team, isn't it?
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, about me giving up on life.
Oh, yeah.
It's because of TikTok.
You've been listening to this podcast.
Yeah, because I've been put in charge of TikTok, and I'm slowly starting to watch TikToks now. More and more TikToks. And it's not just what initially hooked me in was the girls jumping up and down in bikinis.
Yeah.
And I hardly see any of those now. It's just people in mobile homes, lovely looking recipes. Every other thing is someone about manual regain, something about hair loss.
Trust the algorithm.
Yeah.
And
I'm the son of the Pope.
and footballs quite a lot, and weird stories.
Wow.
And virtually no naked. It's not naked, are they? But bikini-clad women. Virtually none now. It was all bikini-clad women to begin with, and now I've got none to look at.
Blimey.
You're doing it wrong then, aren't you? I mean,
Yeah, you should have started with mobile homes. Finish with bikini-clad women.
Yeah.
it's funny how it sucks you in. Hey?
Yeah. it's
Yeah,
quite easy.
I've been caught down an odd rabbit hole.
Mm.
And it's the same with, is it Instagram stories?
Yeah.
That's a similar sort of thing, these short form videos. I often, the dogs get me on Instagram stories. You just put like bull mastiff in or bulldog or something, and you can just go down a wormhole of watching these adorable dogs do silly things. Yeah, it requires discipline. These things are designed to exploit your psyche and direct your time to it.
Tap into your limbic system.
Yeah. So you got to go cold turkey on that thing.
It's definitely releases dopamine. I can tell.
But you feel shit at the end when you realise I've just spent half an hour
Oh, right, yeah.
or an hour cycling through these videos. I do. I think, what's a fucking waste of time? Why have I done that?
That's the
I'm not going to do
Pornhub
it again.
effect. The Pornhub effect.
You've got to find the right one, though, haven't you?
Yeah. Even if it takes days.
Putin is Hitler.
Very true.
Yeah. I stay away from the girls with the hairy armpits, though.
Oh.
You're not into bagpiping, Phil.
What's that?
Did you know what bagpiping is?
No.
That's not something I know.
Educate me.
Ben knows about every single kink.
A bagpipe. Stick it in the old...
armpit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Stick what in the armpit?
Your penis.
It won't reach.
Not your own.
Oh, someone else's?
Someone else's, yeah.
Right. Sorry, I'm unfamiliar. Explain.
Well, that's termed bagpiping, I believe.
How's it work?
You put your penis in someone's armpit and they do some sort of bagpiping motion, I guess. Have you ever seen how a bagpipe works?
Yes.
With
You're not selling it. You're not selling it.
I don't think he's supposed
I'm
to
not
be.
bringing it to sale.
I didn't know this was a
you
thing.
went into armpits.
He's just enlightening you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I don't think... What good's that?
Maybe there's better technique to it. I don't know. I've not explored the depths of bagpiping this week.
I'll have a word when she gets back from Cos, but I don't think it'll fly.
No.
Not if you're flapping that like slowly.
Right, we've got any more news stories?
Always. I liked this video. Kamala Harris, the VP.
Kamala.
Oh, it's Kamala if you're over there. It's Kamala Harris?
don't know.
Kamala was the WWF wrestler from Uganda. And I just like this video because I just like the way she gestures in it.
You know, when we talk about our children, I know for this group, we all believe that when we talk about the children of the community, they are the children of the community.
It just looks like a politician making a speech.
I like her mama style. She does this wiggle. Like she's down with the...
She got sass.
You know, when we talk about our children, I know for this group, we all believe that when we talk about the children of the community, they are the children of the community.
Did you catch it?
I did, yeah. It was a... Mm-hmm.
She might have a stone in her shoe or something.
Yeah. I don't know. She's vapid. She is.
She doesn't seem to be saying very much, does she?
Well, no, it's word salad, isn't it? In fact,
You know she's a politician, right?
Still got it. Yeah, but it's so cynical. That's the thing. She was hailed, because she's the first black vice president, the first female vice president, and I'm pretty sure she was DA, district attorney of, was it LA or California?
Somewhere in California, wasn't it?
She single-handedly put more black people in prison for non-violent small drugs possessions than anyone else in history. But they play on this fact that she's a woman of color, and she's a she, and she's the VP, and it's so cynical.
She's I was just going to say, but just in California they have the 3-strike rule, don't they? 3 strikes.
Absolutely, yeah, life sentence. 3 strikes, you're out.
Crazy.
Yeah,
in some ways. But I suppose that's the other thing about it's like the whole. People think, don't they, that prison in America is an industry, and they want more people in prison. Well, growing prison population, anyway.
Yeah, they have private prisons over there, and I listened to a podcast years ago. Was it with Rick Ross? I don't think it was Rick Ross. It was someone with not as high a profile as Rick Ross who'd been inside and explained.
Bob Ross?
Explained how it works, and like they got like $1 a day, whatever it was, making number plates.
Oh, and
it was just labour. It was just cheap labour. It's slavery.
Well, it's always been the way. Sewing mailbags, building railroads.
Yeah.
Chain gangs.
Yeah.
Picking litter up.
Stuff on the side of the road.
Yeah.
I think they still do that,
Do it
still are chain gangs. I'm sure there's a prison in one of the states or cities that begins with a K, maybe like Kansas, and they like sleep outside in fucking tents and stuff, and then go on chain gang, like doing stuff on the highway.
Wow.
Still.
Old school.
But that was the thing on Shaw. This is where most of my American prison knowledge comes from. Shawshank Redemption, and they were always out. Like that was the big thing, wasn't he? He was selling the cheap labour to the like local builders and stuff. So you can hire
but
prisoners.
When we had that Coca-Cola on that rooftop,
Beer.
That's when I fell in love with Andy Dufresne.
Almost.
I've never done it before, so
It was.
It's like, what do you expect?
Please.
Yeah. Guys.
Oh, that was a bit better.
Whoa. It's walking here. Maybe one dance. Whoa.
I'm looking forward to him being the big boss man in Dune 2.
Oh yeah.
I've not seen the first one.
Got to watch Dune 1 yet, haven't you? You're going to have to buy a massive, like, 500-inch TV and surround sound to make it, the same experience, though. The main thing about it was the soundtrack, I think.
The atmosphere.
Really?
Yeah.
The soundtrack? I've not heard this. Who was it? Was it Vangelis?
Hans Zimmer, I think, isn't it? Hans Zimmer, I think.
Right.
I think he does all of
Yeah,
What's-His-Face's films.
He sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's like it's just all boom, 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 all the way through, isn't it? Basically,
Yeah, that's my favourite one.
Bum, bum, bum.
it's not quite as bad as what was that Christopher Nolan film where you just couldn't hear anything?
Interstellar.
No, the last one he did.
That's all right.
It was backwards.
It was Tenet.
Tenet. Yeah. And you couldn't hear what people were saying. And it's kind of like that, but it's not. You can hear what people are saying. But
Satora repo tenet opera rotas.
Yeah.
Did they do some of that Sour Square thing in that film or no?
No.
Yeah, I think they did actually. Well, the whole film is a Sator Square, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So the whole film is, that's the idea, isn't it?
Yeah, I just don't have the appetite. I don't know. There's very few films that sort of ignite my
Spaceballs
thirst. Yeah, if Spaceballs was ever on TV, I would watch it. But
Use the Schwartz.
I'm trying to think what last film I watched was.
Dr. Zhivago.
You told us about watching a film. Wasn't it like Spider-Man or something? Like the latest Spider-Man.
You serious? No, I don't know. No, I've not seen the last Spider-Man film. It's supposed to be good with the three of them in it. Garfield, Tom Petty and Neil Young.
I thought it was just okay. It's all right. Three mats.
Right.
Too long.
Average. Yeah, well, everything's too long.
It's not
said
like
this before.
Wasn't
They're
like
all
the
too
Terminator.
long. Dr. Zhivago, the Benedict Cumberbatch, what's it called? Strange
That's
2.
strange.
I've heard that's sort of...
They're all an hour and a
It's
quarter
90
long.
minutes
aren't
that or
they?
something.
Oh, it was the famous director from Dead Kill.
Sam
whatever
Raimi.
it is. Yeah, Killing of the Dead or whatever.
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead, yeah.
It's got Bruce Campbell in. Have you never seen any of them?
No, I didn't like horror films.
Did you go and
Like
watch Dr. Marvel? Sorry.
Dr. Marvel?
Dr. Marvel? Dr. Marvelous?
Yeah, that's
Dr.
some
Marvel
Phase
2.
6 shit right there.
No, I didn't go and watch Dr. Marvel 2. No
Did you?
interest.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Was it any good?
I enjoyed it.
But what's his opinion worth?
Not much, because I fucking watched... You know what I watched the other night?
What?
Morbius.
Oh, yeah.
That's supposed to be the shittest film ever.
That was... Ben. That was
I enjoyed that.
absolutely dreadful. From beginning to end. And he said that was better than the Batman.
I enjoyed that film better than I enjoyed The Batman.
Wow.
That's like a meme, that film.
It's
the Morbius film. Like
awful.
It's Morbin time.
It's like, what's that thing from the Sandra Bullock film where that English priest guy's holding her eyes open like that? Looking the things that come into the house.
Orange.
Oh. The bird.
Oh.
Bird box. Is it
Quiet,
Bird
quiet
Box.
place. Oh, Bird Box.
Yeah, it's like my girlfriend telling me to watch Morbius.
Meme lord here.
Yeah. I've heard it's absolute.
It is trash.
Anal sex.
Not anal, shite.
It alludes to another film. And spoiler alert, you're never going to watch it.
No.
He's in. I think you told us this. Thing is at the end, isn't he?
Yeah.
Who was in the first new Spider-Man film with
Yes.
Tom Holland. What's his name? He was Birdman.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton,
Michael Keaton, yeah.
So the Vulture.
The
Plays the
Vulture.
Vulture in the
Yeah, and he appears
Marvel
in this one at the
Cinematic
end.
Universe.
It's dreadful. It's a dreadful film.
Still better than the Batman. Though.
Hasn't
it's
he got one of the Doctor Who's in it?
Yeah, Matt Smith.
Matt
is
Smith.
Oh, he's dreadful in it as well.
No, because I was watching the Drinker.
No, he is.
No, yes, I agree. But I was what the Critical Drinker
Right.
was talking about it, and he said you got to feel sorry for Matt Smith. Like he obviously knows Karen Gillan, who's been in all the Avengers films as
And-
Nebula, and
Those are better, I was going to say.
well, no, so like they're obviously buddies because they were in Doctor Who for years.
Oh.
And Karen Gillan's saying like, "Why? You know, you need to get in on this,
Okay.
get into the superhero, get to Marvel." And he's turned other things down
Oh.
for Marvel.
Right.
And like, he's finally taken her advice and gone into this film, and it's like the worst Marvel film ever.
Oh, right, I see. Well, the thing is it's not. It's in association with Marvel Studios. It's a Sony film.
It's like the Venom films, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because Venom popped up at the end of Spider-Man, didn't he?
Yes.
Briefly.
Yeah. So they're
But
trying
disappeared
to
again.
incorporate stuff again, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, but the
X-Men.
Venom film, the first Venom film was better than Morbius, but still dreadful.
Yeah, it's something you're never going to watch again.
No.
To me, a good film is something you would watch again.
Like
That's a good film.
I think I'd watch
with Nell and I.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
I could watch The Departed again.
I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, you won't have been.
You got a free day to watch that.
I think it's only like 3 hours.
It's a long time.
Yeah, but it's a decent film, isn't it?
Not seen it.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant.
It's got a turnip in it, hasn't it?
A turnip.
DiCaprio.
DiCaprio, the new George Clooney, the new Wef Shill. Whenever something's going wrong, they don't send Clooney anymore, do they? They send DiCaprio.
Got kids now. He's settled down, Clooney, hasn't he? He's got twins or 2 children with his international lawyer wife, Amal.
Strange match.
Do you think it's his beard, or vice versa?
Maybe it was his role in Revenge of the Rotten Mutant Tomatoes. What's the film?
Revenge of the
Revenge of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah, that was a TV. That was a cartoon as well, wasn't it?
In the same category as Biker Mice from Mars.
Revenge. Oh, it's is it Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Yeah, Clooney was in the film. 1986, I want to say.
I think so. It predates ER, certainly.
Oh, well, just a dreamboat, wasn't it, in ER?
Yeah.
Just flooding the floors of every living room.
Every ER. Up and down the country.
Yeah. Yeah. Should we do some news?
Fucking hell, are we not finishing soon? I was
We
hoping
haven't even done any housekeeping.
Got an episode of Stranger Things to watch today.
Oh, gosh, I'm not going to watch Stranger Things. The last season was fucking terrible.
I mean,
Can't be doing any more of that.
It's not made me want more.
No, I've had enough. They should have ended it after the first season.
I think it should have been a standalone series by the looks of it.
Yeah. But it was a huge success, so they got to fucking milk that fucker.
You got to milk it.
Got to milk it. It's just lost its... the first season was quite magical in some ways, and the way the kids were, the sort of...
Nostalgia.
The nostalgic, yeah. They had some nice arcs with... is it Steve? The guy who started off as a bully and then had that journey to becoming a hero.
The hair guy.
Oh,
The guy with the hair, you know. And there was the mystery of what about Barb?
Oh, man.
What about Barb?
Yeah.
You know, she disappeared. And yeah, it was a huge success, so they had to fuck it up, didn't they? And make more. And the next season will be the same, I presume. Is it season 3 or 4? 4. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What's going on with that Russian thing? These Russians who've built an underground fucking plant.
That's the back end of season 3.
Yeah, I mean, it's just garbage. Nonsense. Anyway, should we do
All
some...
right, Phil, I'll not watch it. Eh?
No, you can watch it. It's like, I don't care. It's like, I'm not going to waste my time on it.
Housekeeping.
Need a wee.
Housekeeping.
Oh. Have we got... This is going to be dead air.
This is the bit where he normally talks. Now.
Have we got to fade it down somehow?
I don't know. Can't reach the fader.
And welcome to housekeeping. There we go. Right,
Yeah,
so
I'm nice drinking notes.
this is a value for value podcast. There's a myriad of ways to return some value. What's your favourite way of returning value, Ben?
My favourite way of returning value is by conversing with us on the Discord channel.
Well, why don't you join Discord then, Ben?
I'm just scared to
voice your true opinion.
Yeah. No, yeah. So you can post memes. You can talk about fish. You can guest suggestions are great.
Yeah.
Really good.
You can even suggest new species of fish for Amish Matt to put into his pond.
Suggest films for Milado here to watch that are less than 14 minutes long. Suggest films for me to watch that I definitely haven't seen, which is pretty much all of them. You could send us artwork.
Yes, send artwork. We have some artwork for this week.
I'm trying to do it now.
Phil's just doing it really quickly. So
You can do jingle requests on the Discord.
do jingle requests. Focus Chi. Is your Chi depleted? Are you in a funk? Have you got a test coming up that you need to do better on?
Are you in a funk band that has a gig coming up? And you're looking for a little bit of
Funk.
Mystic inspiration.
You can buy some merch from the Amish loot chest. What can you
Yes.
buy from there, Amish Ben?
I believe you can buy a current grape t-shirts or a
Literally a communist hoodie.
yes, or a
3 weeks to flatten the curve.
3 weeks to flatten the earth.
Let's get that wrong. T-shirt.
Yeah.
You could even leave us a review. Have we said that?
No, you can do that. Absolutely.
We
do
could
that.
read them out for you.
We would.
And we've also
would do
forgot
that.
about... Hello,
The fourth wheel.
Amish. Annabelle. Don't you forget about me, you naughty boys.
Your shoelaces undone there, Annabelle.
That's not my shoelace.
Right.
That's my 3 foot long clit. That's why it's like tan leather. I frig it up all day.
What? Is just one of your tits 3 foot longer, or both?
I did not say tit.
I thought you said your tit.
I said clit.
Oh, clit. Fuck. Why is it hanging down one side?
'Cause that's the more comfortable side.
All right. So you dress to the right with your giant clitoris hanging down like a Portuguese man of war.
I mean, lost Ben. What's wrong with Amish Ben?
I think we're going to get reported to badwomen'sanatomy.com.
I believe you can stretch out your clit if you try.
Not to 3 feet.
I am a made-up doll.
Plus, you're only 18 inches tall.
I know.
You must have it coiled up. It's 3 foot long.
It is. It's when. It's what actually what I'm. It's what I. It's what I'm stuffed with.
What are you stuffed with?
My own clitoris.
Christ.
3 feet.
What have you done this week, Annabelle?
What have I done?
Yeah.
What have I
Played with my clitoris, you bitch. What?
Why do you have to lower the tone?
It wasn't me, it was you, you dirty bitch.
Have you
Talking about your clit all the time. Do you not talk about something else?
have you been to the hairdressers this week, Annabelle?
No.
No.
You stole that hair from a baby, didn't you? Oh my god, it's got a bald patch. Sorry, she has got a bald patch.
I have
Is that,
a bowl
Uh,
patch.
is that monkeypox?
It is porcelain doll patch.
Well, at least you did a bit of cleaning this week for a change. At least you'd hoovered in here. I noticed you'd given the place a once-over.
There's a
Was that a thank you for what happened on Wednesday night after games night?
I do appreciate you wiping my hands, yes. Oh no, it is still there.
I don't touch your hands.
I can't believe he's still touching it.
Bent you over like the slag you were.
And that is enough Amish Annabelle.
I think that's enough, yeah? Holy shit balls.
Lapland.
This is a value for value podcast.
Is it? Have you said that?
Well, do remember when donations get to $10,000 per episode, Amish Annabelle doesn't have to appear. So the curse will be broken.
That's right.
So we won't have to be put through that.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, so what's the final way to become a producer?
You said Discord?
It's done all of it, except the last thing.
Right, toss us a fucking coin.
Toss a coin to your
Because we're
Hang on.
within and we're blood.
Have we done the producers? Have we thanked the
That's
producers?
after this.
Oh, is it right? Okay, continue.
Yeah, 233, isn't it? Episode 233.
Pretty miserable. The weather's fucking shit.
Yeah, toss a coin. Find the donate button at thearmisinquisition.com and
smash the donate button.
Smash it. Smash it with your giant clip. Do it for the
Lads.
all of you fuckers out there can save Plopland.
Save Plopland.
And smash the donate button with your coiled up clip.
And make sure that Army Shiner Bell never has to come out again.
Yeah. I haven't got my list though. Where's my papers? Shuffle your papers! Right, it's time. It's time to thank the producers, isn't it, for episode
to big up the man Dems. Yo.
233. Who've we got? We've got Rhona, Kesson, Nicholas, Helen of Troy, Slicko, Steve, Lee from the Big Conspire, and Nomae NosNoj. Thank you so much.
You are.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
Amazing.
Oh.
And their love.
Literally.
Because I'm literally a communist.
The best mate.
The dwarf, the
current,
the grape, the
Homophobe.
the wind,
the
asthma,
the
cuts, the number 11,
the
blind man,
the
Fallen on the horizon.
the cripple, and the mother of
Money Pickering!
From hell.
Yeah, thanks for your support for another week for episode 233. It's greatly appreciated. And yeah, become a producer in all the ways that we explained. And it's there in the show notes. There's a full breakdown of what you need to do to become a producer. And we never did the artwork, did we, for episode for episode 233, because Lee from the Big Conspire jumped in at the last minute, even after the guests had pulled out, and provided this artwork here.
It's got some monkeys.
The Guest No Show.
Are they monkeys?
Show. The Guest No Show.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I think it's a brilliant thing just to put together for us. Thank you very much, especially to do it in the last minute.
And do you know what those three monkeys represent?
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. What do you mean, something else?
Oh, look, there they are.
Oh, those ones in the back.
Brass monkeys.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. See no evil.
See no evil.
Hear no evil. Speak no evil.
Speak no evil.
No, from that Elton John song.
Yellow Brick Road.
Yeah, that's where it comes from, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. Might come.
I don't know. What do we normally do now? We normally do some news, don't we?
Yeah, have we not done it? Have we not done it?
We've done it. Destroyed it.
Yeah, we've talked about the Pentaverate, haven't we?
Yeah.
Talked about Kamala, the children of the community.
Children of Corn.
We've done the headlines of the week. That's what we normally do. What about Clearview AI?
Oh, they've been fined.
£7.5 million.
Is that it?
I'm told to delete their pictures.
Yes. So Clearview AI is an American firm which sort of scrapes the internet for
images.
Yeah, that you give freely to your social media and whatnot. They've been in trouble in the UK. It was I think it was the first time it was used in the battlefield in Ukraine.
Yeah,
there was rumours. I seem to remember our mate Malin. I thought about emailing him tonight because
he's a stand-up guy. He loves coming on. Extreme short notice. Yeah. Hi Malin, someone's not turned up again. Can you come on again when someone's not turned up?
And he's so anyway, and I'm sure he said in a video like a few
it was at the end
February or March,
end of his trigonometry interview, wasn't it?
He was talking about AI being used by Ukraine forces, and this is a major step change, isn't it? Because these are life. This isn't just scraping your social media. These are life and death situations. When you go to a checkpoint in Ukraine, or it turns out you look like this guy, maybe I'll just put a bullet in your head to be safe, So, yeah, it's serious shit, and they got fined, and I'm sure I had a clip. I think this came from Nicholas as well. Here we are.
Clearview AI has been ordered to delete all facial recognition data belonging to UK residents.
Is this from
The Information
Newsround?
Commissioner's Office has also fined Clearview £7.5 million for failing to follow the UK's data protection laws. This is the fourth time the company has been ordered to delete national data in this way, following similar orders and fines from Australia, France and Italy. Clearview claims its facial recognition database contains some 20 billion images scraped from public sources like Facebook and Instagram.
Is that from like BBC Three News Blast or something?
Gosh, do you know what? I should know the source. It was, it was something like the Times Radio.
News Smash.
Something like that. I was looking at a
News
job. There was a
News.
job going on LinkedIn for a podcast producer
All right.
for the BBC.
Okay.
Yeah,
Home based.
obviously.
Oh, right. That'd be all right, wouldn't it?
Yeah, can't afford me. Can't afford me.
How much was he
What
paid?
did they want to pay?
Oh, yes. 90-something thousand, I think. On a 30-hour week. It's like, not getting out of bed for less than 100, man.
30 hours a week?
No, I'm joking. No, I think you had to go to London. It was 55 hours a week.
Oh, no.
You had to use the software that they use, like Pro Tools and what's the video one? Is it Audition?
Premiere? No.
Don't know. Can't remember. But yeah, it sounded trash. So. Who'd want to work for the BBC? I mean, they wouldn't have me.
Or live in London.
Or live in London.
Too expensive to live in London.
So good luck getting someone for that. Hey, by the way, you know, if you want to be an executive producer of a podcast,
just donate 50 quid.
Maybe you could have a job at the BBC.
Yeah.
Just say like previous experience, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have
we've
you been a
saying
producer before?
For 200 episodes, put it on your CV.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
To
what
this
it.
very moment.
That's part of the deal. If you
Yeah.
get producer credit, these credits are real. They're real. They're valuable, and we will vouch for you. If you help produce our podcast, you are a producer, and you can stick it on your LinkedIn.
For a reference, we'll say, yeah, Steve's a great guy.
Nicholas, I mean, you're lucky if you can catch him in the country. Generally in South America, but you know,
Probably riddled
up.
with monkeypox.
What's this deal with the homosexuality?
I think it's
the way
because
it's been reported rather than anything.
I think
What do you
it's been. Is it not like something? It transmitted through sexual activity or something?
I think it's transmitted through getting really close to some
Pox.
pustules, yeah.
Okay.
Well, the way I've heard it is that the cases were exclusively in men.
Oh.
There's no women getting monkeypox, and they're all under 45.
So all gay men are under 45. Is that what we're saying?
Men over 45 would have had the smallpox vaccine in 1971.
Oh, that's an efficacious vaccine, isn't it?
Seems to be.
There you go. They don't make vaccines like they used to.
No, they don't make it anymore. Well, it would have been a live vaccine, wouldn't it?
Live attenuated, yeah.
Which is what you want. On this weird stuff that programs your cells to do something not meant to do.
Cowpox. You just find a pox-riddled cow and rub yourself on it. That's the.
Yeah. So why?
This is the way.
What's the gay connection?
I just thought it was, because harking back to the AIDS crisis and sort of like breaking skin, because that's what can happen if you're having anal sex.
Well, the way I understand it is it's a bit easier to get monkeypox than you don't have to break skin.
Well, I don't know.
Know.
That's just what I was just assuming.
Yeah,
people were making wild assumptions.
Because they're saying it's not a sexually transmitted disease.
Right.
But why is it only men getting it?
Are they finding it in sexual health clinics first? Because that's where, if I
It would
had
look like
a pustule in my gentleman's area, I'd want to go and get it checked out pretty quickly. Whereas if I had one on my back or whatever, I probably wouldn't even fucking see it.
Well, monkeypox is supposed to go to the pustules are supposed to go to your face, your palms, and your soles.
Oh.
Like foot and mouth.
Like what?
Foot and mouth.
Yeah.
Foot and mouth. I got a hand, foot and mouth disease. Or whatever it was.
Yeah, one of my kids had it.
It was awful. My hand's like all. I've probably freaked out. I thought I was never going to get better. It kept getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
Then it appeared on my feet. I went, "Oh my god, what's happening to me?
Nothing.
I have the plague."
Pox.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something. I think there's something weird going on with the old monkeypox. I don't know. We'll see. I'm wondering. Yeah. Who knows? I don't think anyone has an explanation for why women aren't getting it.
They're sensible and clean.
Wear gloves. Wear marigolds.
Oh, so it's something to do with the lifestyle of gay men.
That's not what I said, is it?
He said women are sensible and clean.
That's just a
Whoa! Come on, man.
generalisation.
Let's throw him under the bus.
Why not?
That's not what he was assuming. This is what he was saying.
Well, what's the implication? Men
You're not Kate Burley.
Men are not sensible and dirty.
A lot of men are
But
not
it's-
sensible.
but
and
it's,
a lot of men are dirty.
It's men who have sex with other men. So they must be particularly unclean or unsensible then.
Still going.
I'm just following the logic.
No, because Ben never said it was about gay men. He just said it was about
Absolutely
men.
not.
No, I'm saying that the cases have been found. It's been linked to men who have sex with men, almost exclusively.
By who?
By the health authorities.
I don't know.
Which health authorities?
The ECDC, European
The
Centre for
electronic-
Disease Control. Have you not heard this? That it's something to do, that it's prevalent in men who have sex with men?
No.
I've heard it, but I thought it was unfounded.
Right. Where's it coming from?
I don't know.
I mean, this information, because this is all I've heard from like John Campbell.
Oh, right. Okay.
All the mainstream are saying this is something to do with men who have sex with men.
Right, I don't know.
Don't know. Never heard it.
I have heard it, but I didn't
It's
know.
like, what? I don't understand what media you're consuming. Or what? Do you read the
What
news?
does that matter?
Well, because you're having a different picture on reality than me. I thought
I
this
think
was.
you're having a different picture on reality than me.
Well, that's the same thing, but this is common knowledge that this monkeypox outbreak is related to men out who have sex with men.
Related to?
This is where the cases are coming from. But you've
That's all
not
right.
heard that.
No. No.
You just think it's just spreading. Yeah, well, maybe you just haven't read any stories about it.
I know it exists.
Right.
But it's not really a concern.
No, I don't think it is.
So I don't know.
Just watch out for the pox, man.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
Well, I said
Find
before,
a
I
cow.
think it's blown out of proportion considering the numbers of cases.
Find a cow.
Let's see. Well, maybe it'll stay low. Maybe it'll increase. I don't know.
You let us know. Because
I don't really care. Well, obviously, I don't want people to get ill.
you seem to care quite a bit.
Well, the biggest problem is it's worse. The at-risk groups for monkeypox are young
Monkeys.
children.
Childrels?
They interrupted. Young children and pregnant women. Whereas COVID was people above the age of life expectancy. The main risk groups for monkeypox are young children under like 8 or under 5 and pregnant women. It's particularly bad for them.
Neither of those have sex with men, though.
Or
pregnant
monkeys.
women.
You'd hope not. You'd hope not.
Yeah. So if it is about sort of men having sex with men, then the kids will be fine. Then.
Yeah, Dr. John was worried about household transmission. So men having sex with men and then bringing it home to pregnant women and families with small children.
Right.
I don't know. It's new. We're not supposed to have it in Europe.
No.
This is new.
Maybe it's a global warming thing.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah. Yeah, why not?
Climate lockdown. I want one now.
Yeah. Tread on me, daddy. Lock me down. I like being a slave. It's slavery, isn't it? What's the definition of slavery? Removal of liberty.
Yes.
You know, they made slaves of us for 18 months and people fucking lapped it up. They loved it. It's like, fuck me. Let's move on. Let's move on to some Roman graffiti.
Oh, penis.
Roman graffiti shows carved phallus with insult found at Vindolanda Fort. I've been there. Have you been to Vindolanda on Hadrian's Wall?
No. Don't think so.
No. It's an English heritage site. It's not far from like Carlisle. If you're ever up in the Lake District, you can get there in half an hour, 40 minutes.
Right.
The Vindolanda site. You can make they have the thing where you can make a Roman arch. They have like a mock Roman crane. Right. And you can move the blocks in and you have to put the keystone in, which is like it's like that shaped. That holds the arch up in the middle. Anyway, a sizable engraved penis has been discovered at the Vindolanda Roman fort in England with a clear insult carved above it. The Roman graffiti insult aimed at another Roman soldier reads, "You shitter."
Like this podcast.
Think back to school for a moment. Every class has a renowned phallus artist who would scratch, chalk and carve their arts onto desks, chairs, blackboards and school bags. I drew many a penis in school.
I think we all did, didn't we?
Yeah.
With ejaculate.
And hairs.
Yeah.
On the balls. Yes. Winter brought the prized media of snowy windscreens, and giant male sex organs would line the streets of any school neighbourhood. Creating artistically enhanced penises was a hobby born in the Roman period. So popular was the pastime that archaeologists in England are no longer fazed when they discover a carved penis on a smashed stone at a Roman fort. It happens every day. Carved penises here, there and everywhere. They are, however, taken aback when a penis is accompanied by a Roman graffiti directed at another Roman soldier. Especially when the insult says, "You shitter." Dylan Herbert, a retired biochemist from South Wales, was volunteering at the Vindolanda Trust when he discovered the carved penis and insult. The discoverer said he had excavated a lot of rubble over the week leading up to the discovery. He said the upturned carved slab had been getting in his way and that he was glad when he was told he could finally remove the penis from the trench.
I do that on a Saturday night.
Oh! A spokesman for the...
Just leave it in.
Leave it in overnight.
No, can't do. We practice the withdrawal method.
A spokesman for the site said the stone gave us...
Knotted.
Oh, like a wolf.
Oh.
Like Zeus. His lipstick was out before.
Yeah, we've covered this.
Did we talk about Zeus's cock?
Yeah.
It's pretty big, isn't it?
At length.
Ooh. Where?
Pretty big. Bigger than... how big is his cock, would you say? 4 inches?
Zeus's?
I don't know.
It goes to like a point. It has a point at the end where the cream drips. He rubs it. Sometimes he rubs. Fuck me. He got up on the couch with me before to sort of mount me, and I felt his cock. I felt the front paws go up, and then I felt the rod.
Rod.
Ooh. Yeah. A spokesman for the site said the stone gives us a fascinating window into the emotions of someone in the 3rd century. Really?
By calling someone a shitter.
Well, that's my point.
Biggest dickest.
They're the same as us, aren't they? Yes. The Homo sapiens sapiens. Like, they're not. They will have called people shitters. It's like we think that we're so
so much
separated.
better.
We're so, we're extracted from these guys. And it's just not the case.
No.
Can you imagine if you had a time machine and you could go back to Vindolanda in Hadrian's era and just pick up like 3 Roman centurions and give them a podcast? It'd be just the same.
Yeah, has nobody watched California Man?
Welcome to the Roman Inquisition. I'm Gaius.
I'm Nero.
Nero.
Tiberius. Yeah, we're up to...
Oh, you're doing the History of Rome podcast, aren't you still? Are you still doing it?
Claudius we're up to, yeah.
Oh, right.
So Caligula has just been assassinated because he was a very naughty boy.
Little foot.
And...
they find Uncle Claudius hiding behind the curtain.
Yeah.
The Praetorian Guard.
Yeah, and he's been put in charge and turns out to be a decent fella.
Yeah.
He was just pretending all along.
To be a bit
idiot.
of a dunce.
Yeah.
For self-preservation.
Yeah.
I mean, is that why the Praetorians picked him? Because they saw him as an easy touch to be able to influence him.
It would have seemed so, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
That's what historians would like.
And he was an older guy as well.
Yeah.
He would have been in his 50s, I guess, mid-50s, when he was made Imperator. Right, so you've had Caligula, Claudius.
Tiberius was before Caligula.
Right, so you're getting Nero next.
Yeah, I think so. Burn some
I'm
Christians.
back in time for this.
Yeah. Gonna burn some
All
Christians soon. Something's clicking.
Can't see it from up here. Yeah, will it be Nero? Yeah, it must be Nero next.
Costa.
Augustus, Tiberius, Caligula,
Claudius.
Nero, and then
Starbucks.
Is it Gaius?
Galba. Yeah, you had the period of the three emperors, didn't you? You had the Anarchy period, Galba, Otho, and
Palpatine.
Vilnius. Vilnius.
Oh, Galba, Otho, Victavius.
He talks about Vespasian.
Vespasian. Yes. So, yeah, this is apostolic era. Vespasian. He sort of sorted him out basically after the year of three emperors. That was it. Year of three emperors. Yeah, Galba, Otho, Vespasian.
Right.
Civil war basically. And then Vespasian's son Titus was the one who sacked Jerusalem in 70 AD and destroyed the temple on the Temple Mount.
Fuck's sake.
Massive siege. And that'll be when James was executed and Peter and Paul probably around this era.
Saul
of Tarsus.
He's just started to mention Saul.
Really? In History of Rome podcast?
Yeah.
Right. Thought bit of a bit part.
Well, he just says and some guy was executed in Judea.
Right.
And then someone in the eastern provinces on the road to Damascus.
Right. A Roman.
Called Saul is...
and Jewish.
Yeah.
He was Jewish, wasn't he, Saul? Mm-hmm. Was he? Wasn't he not? No, he wouldn't have been a member of the Sanhedrin, would he? Saul?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Joseph from Arimathea was, apparently.
All right.
No, I'm guessing Saul was just a Roman.
Probably just like
Romanicized Jew.
I don't know, it's gone out of my head. Are you done now?
I think so. We've done Roman Cox, haven't we? Had enough of Roman Cox.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you want to do some Madeley?
Oh, go on then.
Got Richard Madeley. Another Partridge moment. Let's hear it. He's talking to it's one of these handovers from Laura, who does the weather, and Laura's handing back to Richard.
Mm-hmm.
And who's the other? Susanna Reid, is it the female anchor? Yeah, so it's a bit cringe.
I have to say there's an amazing sunrise driving in this morning. I mean, really, really bright red. Is that old saying, was it sunrise in the morning, shepherd's warning?
Red sky in the morning, shepherd's warning. It's actually true. It's because the sun is rising in the southeast and it basically is reflecting off the clouds that are coming in. So it basically says clouds coming in, it will rain later.
It's going to rain. Cool. So we don't need you.
OK, see you later.
We'll just say the rhyme. Thanks, Laura.
Ox. It's very blunt, isn't he? Right, let's finish. Got the rap from Doris, Nadine Doris.
This is how we're improving safety. The UK's...
This is the Culture Secretary, Culture, Media, Digital and Sport Secretary, Nadine Doris, who we've played several times before.
Downstreaming.
She loves downstreaming her movies on the tennis pitch. Doesn't she?
Safest internet in the world.
The safest, yeah. The UK is going to have the safest internet in the world. And she's going to do us a rap about it.
This is how we're improving safety. The UK is passing some new legislation to make the internet safer for the younger generation. It's effectively a framework to protect internet users from scams of content and anonymous abusers. It will force big tech to stop their terms being breached and puts in measures to defend free speech. But is it true it will impact freedom of expression? No, we put in legal protections in the 19th section. Another thing we're doing to the laws we're passing is tackling online crime and cyber flashing. If companies fail to comply with the law, fail to protect the users that they're responsible for, the regulator Ofcom will have the power to fine. So platforms must keep people safe online. This is how we're improving online safety.
Oh.
Building back better.
I mean, you know, which intern came up with that, do you think?
I think it's great.
That is better than the Louis Theroux rap.
Yeah.
100%.
I thought it was pretty slick. I mean, every line is cut.
Yes.
Yeah.
With a different camera angle. So they've spent a day recording that and taking the best.
When you're like, what is she, culture secretary?
Culture, media, sport and digital.
Right. So, you know, how much work do you have to do?
Jack of all trades, master of none.
Exactly.
But a master of one is better than a master of none.
Ooh.
I butchered that. There's a second half to that.
Is there?
Yeah, jack of all trades, but a master of none. But
who would want to be a nun?
Master of one. I'm going to have to Google it now.
Oh, God.
If you like
do
a
my
lot of
head in.
chocolate on your biscuit, join our club.
Speaking to your microphone, Ben.
I can't. It's so far away. I'm a fist away.
I'm a fist away.
That second thing, full quote. A jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one.
Nice.
There you go. That's the full thing.
Woo.
Yeah, master of one. Hyper-specialism.
Oh, very good.
I knew it was in there somewhere in the Mind Palace, but I butchered it like a meat butcher.
Your Mind
Like a
Palace
filthy
has a
pig.
grinder on the way in.
Well.
Right.
There we go.
Biggest dickers. Should we fuck off into the night?
I think so.
I'm so excited about next week's show. I've got a banger. It's going to be a banger next week.
If they show up.
Who is it?
He will. I'm sure he will. I have faith.
Have you
that he
have you
will.
asked him to stretch out his creamy hamstrings?
Gotta stretch those creamy hamstrings.
Stretch out all his tendons.
The only thing that might scupper us is the arrival of a baby, which is imminent.
Oh, right, okay.
No, but I have absolute faith in our next guest that he will be here next week. And if you're in the Discord, you'll find out tomorrow who it might be.
And I found...
Whoa, Robbie, out of the blank.
Oh.
Jesus, that's your first time in our chat, you filthy pig. We were talking about black pudding before.
Oh, yeah.
I mentioned that I explained to you the wonders of black pudding and the disgust that registered in your face will go to my grave. Robbie. Nice to see you.
Sometimes the blood is powdered, freeze-dried.
There you go.
Yeah, long life. Kapla! I'm all for it.
Yeah,
I'm all
I'd
for
have
freeze-dried blood in
Is that
black
what kapla
pudding.
means?
No, does it mean amen? What does kapla mean? You should know.
You should know, Ben.
Enterprise group effect HVITA. Kapla.
Kapla. I have no idea.
No?
No idea.
Make it so, is it? Does it mean tea Earl Grey hot?
Pass the salt.
Yeah. Anyway, should we go?
Yeah.
I sent a message to my wife this morning saying coffee Arabica, 80 degrees.
Nice.
Really? How did you feel?
Good.
Superior.
I don't know if she got the reference of it though. She'd have to deconstruct that a little bit, wouldn't she?
Was it a Star Trek reference?
Well, obviously you just did it then.
What's happened? Yeah, this is going to have to be a subject for another episode. But what on earth has happened to Star Trek? Honestly,
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch it anymore because it's terrible.
Let's move to a platform I don't have. So.
Yeah.
It's not Star Trek anymore.
Right, okay.
Do you remember when Star Trek used to be like highbrow? It had high
Is
ideals.
it all in submarines now instead?
It was like the Prime Directive. It's like it was diplomacy. It was clever. It was interesting.
I can tell you wounded.
Come out of the doom hole.
Every episode
Come
was
Come out.
1 foot in the doom hole.
Come back out, Phil.
It's this obsession with having some grand arc for the season. Never used to happen.
No.
TNG, Deep Space Nine.
Well, I don't know. Q, there was like always stories within stories.
It would be like a 2-part end of season with hello, Jean-Luc. Hello.
It's never going to go, yeah, Q episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doing his Spanish dancing with his castanets.
Well, apparently, the
I am the
newest
cutest of Borg.
There's a newest one, the newest series, apparently goes back to that format, or takes a step back towards that format.
Oh, do you mean Brave New Worlds, is it?
That's the one, or something like that, yeah. Yeah. Strange, brave, strange.
Yeah. We're going to do 6 seasons of shit, and then we'll give someone a go who might do something decent. It's like, no. It's dead. It's gone, isn't it?
I still like it.
Right, let's go.
Yeah.
Home time. Calm down. Fuck, I can't help it. Winds me up. Star Trek used to be good.
Things aren't the same as in the mid-90s anymore.
No, they're not.
No.
It's just gone down, hasn't it? It's just retrograde.
Just like my mum.
Explosions! Yeah, I'm going to start doing crosswords.
When I was younger, I wondered how old people got to like how they were.
How
and now
cynical.
we're seeing it.
Yeah, it's like just consume enough media and you'll just be turned into a cynical wreck.
Are you not entertained?
Turn the podcast off now.
We're going now.
Thank you for watching.
I love you.
Just shoot the juice to me, Bruce.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
I think it's just Lester.
You know, the whole thing is just mad.
You know what? You're a real wanker.
Won't you take your out? Nikita goes, my darling queens.
Feces.
Current grape.
Is there no limit to his shame?
Feel free to palpate yourself.
Calm down.